when I've set up my search and I've found the building I'm interested in and I'm looking to download a lease, what I can understand from that is when this little icon key at the top here, it shows the leases, these L's. I've selected one here which is the lease for the drive-through for Costa. This is my local Costa coffee drive-through just around the corner from where I live. And I can see that it's the right lease because on the left hand side it shows me Costa Limited here is the business that is one of the parties to the lease that's bouncing up and down here. In effect, obviously the owners of this freehold, the big red outline underneath is the freeholder of that property, and obviously clicking this shows the lessees of that. Now, in order to download a lease, what I do is I click on this button here, that pops into my basket up there. I can then click checkout, and that will then go and buy a copy of that title register for me, which will include a schedule of the leases. So if I go into my managed account, a bit like Blue Peter, here's one I did earlier. In the documents section here, I can see the register that I just bought, which is the same title number here that's is shown on the system. And I can click this link here, it'll take me back to show me that particular title I'm looking at. From that, I'll get a copy of that, so I'll get a copy emailed through to me and also put into my documents section when I click checkout, obviously. But as soon as I've then bought that register, the system then will pop up with what is shown underneath that available button that I've just clicked. And in effect, this is showing us the particulars of the leases, or the short particulars of the leases that are shown on that particular title, in effect, that leasehold title. So what I can see here is there's a lease from 9th of February 2016, 15 years, commencing on 25th of June 2015. Obviously it was registered ever slightly later than the lease went into place, in effect. And it was between Trilogy Limited Spa Limited and Costa Limited and WY and SF Limited, which is what we can see on the left-hand side here, in effect. If I then add that to my basket as well, that will go off and download a copy of that lease for me, and I can then so there'll be a copy in my managed account section, also a copy emailed through to me. So now when I go into my documents here, there's a copy of that lease that I've just downloaded. So there was the leasehold register that I downloaded, and there's the lease itself. When I click on download there, the system will prompt to say do I want to download it, and what I'll see here is that 4 megabyte document has just been downloaded. And I can then obviously sort of scroll through that and see all the details around that lease from the 9th of February 2016 between Trilogy and Costa and WY and SF Limited, and understand all the details around that, rents, terms, covenants, all that sort of stuff that sort of sit behind that lease. All very quick and very simple through Nimbus Maps Essentials.